Okay, so we've got some Olympic lifting here, which is great to see because like it is the gold standard for improving strength, speed and explosiveness. You don't see many boxers actually doing Olympic lifting. Now, at Boxing Science, we're big fans of Olympic lifting, how it improves strength, speed, explosiveness, like kinetic chain sequencing, creating that isometric strength, like in the snap, in the catching action. The reasons why we don't use full variations is probably what Berterbiev is showing here. They don't have that kind of mobility and technique to make it effective in terms of loading, to improve strength and speed, to make it a safe exercise as well, and reducing the likelihood of injury. Berterbiev is struggling to get that front racked position, putting a lot of loading through the wrists and through the elbows, and that's probably why he's using some straps there to reduce the amount of loading going through the wrists. And also the catch position there is onto his toes, very knee dominant, knees are coming in as well. He's probably using his back a lot on here, and that's probably why he's using the Olympic lifting belt there to reduce the loading through the back, which if he just improved his technique, will reduce that loading better and make it a safer exercise. At Boxing Science, instead of using power cleans and full variation of the cleans, go to regressions such as like the clean pull from blocks, and using like kind of landmine variations, whether that's a landmine snatch, landmine split jerk, single arm split jerk, and also doing a dumbbell split jerk as well. Using what the benefits are of Olympic lifting, but using regressions to make it safer and more effective as well. So we've got Anderson squats here, bouncing off the pins. Now, Anderson squats, I think that are a great exercise to use, something that we use quite often at Boxing Science. Working through partial range movements to overload that squatting action will help increase force development, which then in turn increase rate of force development. Now, we go from a dead start instead of bouncing from the pins, so we're working on starting strength. Here, when it's bouncing off the pins, can end up being quite dangerous through that bottom part and not really getting a good setup. So when you're really overloading that squatting action, you want to make sure that you take that deep breath in, locking the elbows down, locking the ribcage down, getting them lats fired up and really pushing through the floor. If you're overloading that action through an Anderson squat and just bouncing, you can see there that every squat is getting a little bit slower, maybe a little bit more back dominant. But yeah, Anderson squats, fantastic exercise to use to help increase force development. Just make sure that you're starting from a dead start every time, creating that tension, increasing that speed every single rep. Okay, so that brings us to the end of the video, this review of the unique strength and conditioning methods of Artur Berterbiev. I've actually enjoyed doing that, taking some good stuff away. Hopefully you have too, and looking at some of the regressions and variations that you can use to get strong and as punch as hard as Artur Berterbiev. No promises here, by the way. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber yet, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future content. If you've got any questions or want us to do this kind of reaction video on a boxer or combat sport athlete of your choice, please leave some suggestions in the comment box below. And I'll hopefully see you on the next video of Boxing Science Reacts.